Right, okay, so here we have Adam from Wild Honey. So Wild Honey is a sister restaurant to Arbutus. So I've worked with these guys from the very start. So with Adam's first dish, he's doing a spring salad with lamb sweetbreads, goat's curd, asparagus and peas. Okay, now with asparagus, okay, one of the keys for me on asparagus is that it's hand cut, it's not chilled, ice chilled down in a cool room, but it makes it into the kitchen the next day. And the freshness that you will get, and for the chefs mainly, when the ingredient is that good, that fresh, they don't really need to do much. So it is just gentle steam, etc. And then for something like peas we will grow very untraditionally, because we will grow peas as you would grow a broad bean or a runner bean, so it's growing up. So it actually stays on the plant for much longer, and you actually do get a sweeter pea. Okay, so Adam, over to you. Do you want to?
Yeah, first of all, I'm going to cook a spring salad with sweetbreads, peas, asparagus. We've got some great cucumber flowers, some pink stem radish, we've got radishes, and we've got nasturtium leaves. And it's just really seasonal, really fresh, and should be quite tasty. But you'll all get to try it at the end, so we've got a vegan option as well for someone. Yeah.
So Adam, in sweetbreads, can you just tell everyone which gland and where it's from? Because there's so much confusion.
They're not where people think they are. It's normally a throat gland, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, they come in, they're quite big. We soak them overnight in cold water just to get all the blood out, and it makes them more tender, makes them more white. And then these have been pre-blanched as well, just to get rid of the fatty elements of it, so it's nicer to eat, and it's easier for me to cook. But yeah, we're just going to seal these off in a bit of beurre noisette. First of all, I've got some asparagus that's been pre-blanched, and I've got some that's raw. The raw stuff we're just going to slice it on with a peeler just to give you ribbons to dress the salad. And we've got some goat's curd as well here. It's just going to be the base of the plate. So first of all, we're going to warm up the asparagus. We've got some peas.
Can I tell you
as well.
just quickly, on asparagus, when you get asparagus and the tip is slightly bent over, all that is the image of, all that is the wind, how windy it's been on that day. There's actually nothing wrong with the asparagus. That really annoys me that it gets rejected, because it's just got a slight curve on the tip.
Do you guys need any celery for your demonstration? I've got some celery here for you.
I'm not so sure we do, are you?
There's some celery here to help you out.
Been gate crashed.
Nice to see you.
Hi. No, sadly we're not using celery, so they're all good.
Well, that was unexpected.
So I'm just going to, the asparagus has been blanched, so I'm just going to reheat it and a bit of butter. Chefs obviously use way too much butter, but it tastes nice. Just a little bit of salt. The sweetbreads, going to get this pan nice and hot. Have the butter foaming.
So you don't have to flour the sweetbreads, or?
You can do. I prefer not to, because you get that floury taste in your mouth, and I just don't really like it.
You don't need that protection between the heat and the...
No, because they've been pre-blanched, so...
Oh, right.
So I'm literally just going to get a nice skin on them, like cool them up really nicely, and loads of butter again.
And is this a dish that we typically go on the menu at Wild Honey?
It's not on the menu at Wild Honey. It might do if Andy sees it and likes it. But it is the sort of thing we do. We use lots of like goat's curd and asparagus, and it's whatever seasonal really. Just put a bit of oil in with the butter, just to like stop the butter from burning as much.
So as Valentine said earlier on, there's nothing wrong with butter. Okay?
No, absolutely
nothing.
So the curd, we're just going to mix it with a bit of salt and pepper, and then a little bit of lemon zest, just to freshen it up a little bit.
So where can the general public get goat's curd from, Adam?
Goat's curd. Lots of markets sell it now. You can get it. I've brought it before at home myself from Borough Market.
Right.
But it's pretty accessible now. Like most supermarkets stock this sort of thing now.
Can you make it like chocolate and goat's milk?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we use sheep's milk butter a lot in the restaurant as well. I did a dessert with it a while back actually. So the butter's foaming up. I'm not sure if you can see that. We've got the sweetbreads in there. We're just going to keep them moving and like try and cook them really evenly. Now the asparagus is warmed through, so now we can add the peas to that. We add the peas last because they're a lot smaller, so they cook a lot quicker. So we'll tidy up. You're close enough to smell that burning. You smell the butter caramelising now and giving a nice nutty taste. The stoves are great, really hot. Then we'll start getting our plate ready now. Shift this that way. The goat's curds that we've seasoned with a bit of lemon zest. That's going to go on the plate first. The sweetbreads are nice to cook now.
I've noticed sweetbreads making quite a big comeback on.
Yeah, like all sorts of offal. It's cheap and it's good to use. I'm going to take them out of their pan just to stop them from cooking. The butter, we're not going to use all that to make the sauce because it probably wouldn't be that healthy. But we'll retain a little bit of it. We'll try and keep the sediment because that's what gives you like the nice nutty flavour. And what we're going to do is add a bit of olive oil to that, and a bit of red wine vinegar. We're going to make a nice dressing.
So that's what you'd say, deglazing the pan?
Yeah. So you're getting all the flavour that was in the pan from the sweetbreads. We're going to add some honey so it makes a nice glaze. And then we'll put the sweetbreads back in just to coat them, give them a lovely colour. And then this will be the dressing for the plate as well. I'm not sure if you can see that, it's a lovely dark brown colour now. Turn that down there. Very chefy, we're going to swipe the goat's curd all over the plate.
This is a typical Wild Honey presentation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's natural looking, like it's not too fussy. It's literally just swipe it around. So this is reducing a bit now, so we can add the sweetbreads back to it. And just glaze them nicely. Put that to one side. Do you want to just show them the pan so they can see how it's reduced?
Okay, so you can see here what we're left with. You can smell the honey coming off.
They look yummy. Yeah.
You don't make that honey caramelised?
No, I just let it reduce ever so slightly. I don't want to like burn it or flavour it too much. You just want to give it like the stickiness that you get from the honey. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really light noisette. So you just start to get the sediment at the bottom. It just gives you that nutty flavour. Yeah. But yeah, like burnt noisette's great. We cook everything in burnt noisette at the restaurant really. We have like big pans of it and we poach our fish in it generally. So we use the water baths like everyone does, but instead of filling it with water and putting everything in bags, we just fill it with butter and I just poach the fish directly in it, which is fantastic. It gives it such great flavour. It's really easy for the chefs as well. It's just dropping it in. Yeah, definitely. So the asparagus, I've got some raw and I'm just slicing it really fine, just on the mandolin.
Now that mandolin that Alan is a must in every kitchen.
Berliner, isn't it? Is that Berliner?
I'm not sure where it's from, to be honest.
But it makes life so easy. You just got to be careful when you get down to the end.
Okay, so we can start dressing this now. One of my fingers. Some peas as well. You a fan of asparagus, Werner?
I love it. It's going to end soon.
Yeah, it's
Sad days.
It's coming to the end of asparagus season now. And now we've got loads of fantastic cresses and herbs to use. So these are pea shoots,
All from our friends at Westlands.
of course. Some cucumber flowers, which some people tried earlier, really fresh. These are pink radish shoots. Finish it with some radish as well.
Also with this dish, if you don't fancy using sweetbreads, you can use other things as well. I think what would go nicely with that is maybe using the cod cheek.
Yeah,
It
of
would work
course.
quite well.
And you can make it vegetarian as well, obviously without the sweetbreads. Like the peas, goat's curd are really, really great together, and the asparagus. And we'll just finish it with the raw asparagus. It's nice to have the cooked and the raw. And some flowers as well. These are borage flowers. And finally some nasturtium leaves. Cool, there we go.
Okay, so there you have it. It's Adam's spring salad, lamb sweetbreads, goat's curd, asparagus and peas.
So we've just got, all the pan juices. There'll be loads of flavour there. The butter, the honey, the vinegar and the juices from the sweetbreads.
Pass this round.
Yeah, what did you do that? Yeah, hey. Thank you.
So which one are the orange flowers?
Orange flowers. They do
The orange for the cucumber.
Oh yeah.
Mauve one is orange.
Orange is a blue and mauve, yeah.
Lovely.
Did you cook the peas or did you leave them raw?
No, the peas, they were pre-blanched, and the asparagus as well. Because they're quite small peas, I left them in the shells, but bigger ones are up out, but there's no point, it just takes too much time. You lose the flavour as well.
I don't think it's as important as beans anymore.
Yeah, of course. Like
Beans
there's
really is a bitter, whereas I don't think peas are.
no. So for the next course, it's going to be a lemon posset. So what we're going to do, we've got some lemon verbena, which we're just going to tear up into a pan. And then this is some double cream. And some caster sugar. And then some more lemon, put the zest and the juice in. You get all the flavours and the oils from the zest. A lemon posset, it's really, really easy dessert to make. It's just lemon juice, sugar and cream. And the lemon verbena we've added, and you just need to bring it to the boil, mix it really well, pour it into a glass, and it will just set on its own. So you don't need to add any agents to set it, no gelatin or anything like that. So it's great for vegetarians as well. Just going to leave that to gently tick away. We're going to make some meringue to go with that. Got some pasteurised egg whites. We use pasteurised egg whites in the restaurant a lot. Like it's just peace of mind. Like it's a bit safer.
And can you tell us what's the difference between Italian meringue and a regular?
Well, this is a regular meringue. Italian meringues, you cook the sugar first. So you make a sugar syrup, bring it up to 118 degrees, and you pour it onto your egg whites, and that cooks the egg whites as it's whipping, and it gives it the lift. Whereas this, because this is going to be dried out, you don't need to cook the meringue first. Because Italian meringue you can just eat as it is.
Right.
So when it starts to foam up, you start adding your sugar, and it's about 50-50 egg white to sugar. That's just coming up nicely. And this, the meringue just to dry out, make it crispy, and just garnish the lemon blossom with it, just to give it a bit of texture. Add a bit more sugar to that. Now the cream's just come to the boil, so we'll take that off now. And all you need to do with that is just pass it through a sieve just to get the lemon verbena out, and the lemon zest, and then just pour it into the glass. Hopefully I've got a sieve. Or not.
I've got diabetic.
Sorry.
I've got diabetic.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, you can make it. It just.
Lemon.
Yeah, it's. I think you just have to use a bit more, but yeah, it should still work. And it's just. See how it's coming up now? It should be nice and thick. Put that to one side. You can see a sip.
I think someone else to get soup.
Oh, there it is. So this, you just want to get the lemon verbena out. Try not to spill it everywhere.
Lemon verbena is another herb that you'll see coming up a lot. And I know of, I think it's at Caprice, they'll flavour their milk and then poach their halibuts in the milk flavoured with the lemon verbena.
So with this, you just leave it in the fridge for about 2 hours and it will set like a thick custard. And it's just the lemon juice, the sugar and the cream react together and it just sets really nicely. In great Blue Peter style, here's one we made earlier. So that'll be set now and it will be lovely.
I've got dried verbena. Would that work as well?
Sorry?
I've got dried verbena. Would that work?
Yeah, you can flavour anything. Like I've made it before with cardamom as well. Like it's great to flavour it with. But anything you like really, because it's the lemon juice, the sugar and the cream that will react to set it. So you can add any flavourings you want to that. I've made it as well with blood orange juice. I made the blood orange pasta before, and that was fantastic.
Is there anything that affects the setting that you really wouldn't?
Just you don't want to change the acidity of it because that's what is reacting with the cream. But as long as it's not affecting it that way, it should be fine. So yeah, parchment paper. And what we're going to do, we're going to spread the meringue out really thinly. And just dry it out in the oven. So it's pretty difficult to get into.
There's one thing that happens in restaurants quite often. At the end of service, once the ovens go off, they will quite often dry fruit and vegetable out in the oven overnight. So the oven's off, but it's retained some heat. So they'll do this parchment paper. One they do it very well with, as well as rhubarb. They'll take really thin, long strips of it and just put it in the oven overnight. So next morning you've got this really beautiful, crisp shard of rhubarb.
What temperature?
The oven's off.
Yeah,
So the oven is cooling down.
And it just dries out.
Never tried, but I can't see why not.
It should do, and you can turn it down to like the lowest temperature it'll go to. And we dry out fruit, so like you can make a sugar syrup, dip some fruit in it and dry that out in the oven overnight. And again, it's great to garnish things with. So the meringue, we're just going to spread out really thin, and then that will go into the oven, obviously not on a plastic tray, and it will just dry out and make a nice crisp. So then what we're going to garnish that with is we've got some lovely blueberries here. Where are they from, Vernon, these blueberries?
I think they're from Chile.
We're just going to dress them with a little bit of lemon juice and sugar. Just make like a little compote. We'll crush them up a little bit so we get the juices out of the blueberries. We'll just stir it up. Add a bit of sugar to that. Not much.
Adam, could you do this same dish with cherries, because English cherries are just about to start?
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, it'll work great with any dish really. They see the lemon is really cut down by the cream, so it'll work with any like sharp fruits like cherries or like strawberries, for example, or anything like that. But it's great with blueberries too. And that's it. Really, really easy dessert. Like it takes 10 minutes, and it's great for like dinner parties or at home. You can dress that with a few flowers. Why not? Just make it look pretty. And there you go.
So there we have the lemon verbena posset with blueberry compote and a meringue charm.
Yeah, probably put the meringue on too. We'll just break that up. So this is the meringue that's already dried out. And it just gives it a bit of texture, and everyone loves the lemon meringue together. There we go.
It's amazing.
Okay, thank you, Adam.